officials tonight, Ted Valentine, Lee Cassell, and Keith Kimball. We are underway in the ACC on a Tuesday night. A critical conference clash, two teams battling on the bubble.
Well, handling the pressure of NC State. We talked with Tony Bennett prior to this game. He said, look, we must handle the pressure that NC State tries to apply on the defensive end.
McNeely right to the rim, rejected. It stays UVA's way, under 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
And that's a great recovery that time by Casey Morsell. Looked like McNeely was going to get a wide open layup.
McNeely fires it as the buzzer sounds. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound finds Beekman. Beekman still with it. Swatted out of bounds again.
Well, contested shots. Both these teams do an excellent job contesting shots.
A very long opening possession. Third opportunity for Virginia. Brody can't connect, and another offensive rebound. Maybe fourth time's the charm. Beekman draws the foul.
Well, early on, rebounding was one of the issues for Virginia, and they start this game off. Multiple second chance opportunities, doing a great job on the offensive glass.
Here's Jordan Minor. He's emerged in the last handful of games for Virginia. Missed it there. And NC State finally gets the ball after more than a minute of defending. Take a look at the Wolfpack starting five. Team trying to bounce back. Casey Morsell, of course, it's the former who opens the scoring for NC State.
And that's a great opening possession for NC State. And Casey Morsell, you said it, that's a beautiful baseline drive and finish.
And Morsell swipes it away. Beekman, the rejection. Taylor cleans up the spill. But Casey Morsell has dominated this first 2 minutes, playing back in John Paul Jones Arena. Of course, started his college career here in Virginia for 2 years, and now this is his third season with the Wolfpack.
Well, defensive pressure, this right here, though, just great effort on the second chance opportunity off the miss that time. And again, you can't ask for a better start if you're Kevin Keatts on the road against a team that's very difficult to beat at home.
Andrew Rohde, he's had 2 good looks, failed to knock either one of them down. And this is DJ Horn. Swings to Taylor. DJ Burns with it. Puts Minor through the spin cycle. That rattles out, no good.
And that's, I think, a key theme to watch. Burns, they stayed home, no double team on that post-entry pass.
Virginia has now missed their first 8 shots to start this game. Shot clock down to 10. Morsell on the move, in attack mode, puts it up. And it rims out. Beekman the blow by. Gets to the rim, lays it up, count it. Plus the foul, Reece Beekman.
Well, he is so tough. This is a difficult runner. In traffic, that time take the hit. His eyes never left the rim. And that is a strong finish by Reece Beekman. Again, NC State, they're so good at pressuring the ball. That time, though, Kevin Keatts talked about it. Straight line drive, the help was there late.
So if you're Virginia, you start the game shooting 0 for 8, and yet you're only down 1. That's the beauty of playing consistent defensive side of the ball. Here's Michael O'Connell into the game. Swiped away, Beekman. Went through Minor's legs. Great recovery by NC State. And now it's the Wolfpack with the numbers. O'Connell scoop to the hoop.
That's a tough finish in transition by O'Connell. I felt Virginia on that fast break 3-on-1. They were really too unselfish that time. And NC State forced the turnover, and Morsell is really pressuring the ball on the defensive side.
Beekman lines up a three, misfires. NC State had a foot on the line, so it'll stay Virginia basketball when we come back. A defensive battle as we expected early. NC State up 6-3.
Trying to build a tournament resume.
And I think the logjam, the beating up that we've seen of each other in the ACC.
Of turnovers, and Virginia, one of the better teams in college basketball. Right now, they're number one in college with the fewest turnovers, only 8.2 turnovers per game. They have 3 early on.
And think about that. They only average 8 over 40 minutes, 3 in the opening 5 here against a Wolfpack team that gave them fits 18 days ago in Raleigh. Won that game handily by 16, 76-60.
And look how they pressure the ball. Again, they're fighting and they're trying to pressure every ball screen and also a pin down. They're trying to make it difficult for Virginia to run their offense.
There's 2 teams that run at completely different tempos. Kevin Keats and NC State, they want to go fast. That time went a little too fast and turned it over. Virginia obviously wants to slow things down.
And the one thing, when we spoke with Tony Bennett, that NC State does a good job of, they will switch. So pin downs or ball screens, they will switch. And again, that makes it really difficult when you're trying to run any actions. Their guys will switch and try to make you go in the opposite direction that you want on that particular play.
Virginia started this game shooting just 1 of 11. And yet you only find yourselves down 3. And right now the Cavaliers and Tony Bennett own the longest active home winning streak. 10-0 this season, but dating back to last year, it's 20 in a row here at JPJ.
Difficult place to play, and Coach Keats talked about that. NC State, he said, look, this is a hostile environment, and they obviously are very good at home.
Dunn getting to the rim. Virginia's gotten both of their baskets tonight at the rack.
That's a beautiful move by Dunn. Great body control and showing off that length.
Modiara backing down Dunn. Trying to spin his way free. All ball. Ryan Dunn dialed in on the defensive end.
Oh, there was no help coming on that one right there. Again, I'm just going to go man-on-man versus you, see who can win out, and Dunn wins out on this one. Again, 2 long athletes going at it. That's a great defensive play by Dunn.
5 seconds to work with. Here's Taylor in trouble. And now just 1.8 on the shot clock here for the Wolfpack.
And watch how Virginia defends ball screens. Again, that's going to be key in this game. NC State likes to run a lot of ball screen actions.
Pass, heaves it up. Way too much on it. And that's a shot clock violation. They love that here in Charlottesville.
Well, both these teams, 2 of the better defensive teams in college basketball. And right now, both of them making it difficult on each end.
This game will very much come down to who can first find that offensive rhythm and flow. Going to be easier said than done against these 2 talented defenses. McNeely for 3. Got it! Isaac McNeely, who leads the ACC in three-point percentage, shooting better than 50%, shows why there.
And what a screen that time as well, too.
Tapped around, Harris emerges with it. NC State has now gone 3 minutes without a bucket. McNeely, the hot hand. Can't connect that time.
That's great transition D by Virginia. That was another key in this game. When we talked to Tony Bennett, he said, look, our transition D must be good against NC State.
And Middlebrooks, the transfer from Clemson, misses the layup. NC State has missed their last 5 in a scoring drought of 3 minutes and 30 seconds here.
That's a pretty good look for Middlebrooks. Again, 2 feet in the paint, just unable to finish.
8 seconds to shoot. Beekman. Dunn lines up the 3. Too much on it. Buchanan's there. Goes right up with it. Didn't have the angle. Turns it over.
That's multiple shot clock violations caused by both these teams. And again, they do such a unique job in terms of how they make it difficult for you to run. And that possession right there, NC State just didn't allow the ball to get into the paint. Again, great job forcing everything on the perimeter. End result, shot clock violation.
You know what's incredible to watch, Huck, is everything is contested. Not just the shots, the dribbles, the passes. You can't take a breath without it being contested in this matchup.
And I think the key in this one, in particular on this side for Virginia, with Burns back into the game, how they double. Again, when they try to isolate DJ Burns in the post, let's see if they choose to stay man-to-man or double up.
Pull up pop, Horn off the mark. The scoring drought continues for the Wolfpack. It's been nearly 4 minutes and 30 seconds without a bucket. Harris, the floater. Too much on it. Minor, the offensive rebound. Puts it up and in. Virginia on a 7-0 run.
Well, Minor has been great for them in this last 3-game stretch. But to start this game off, he's been excellent on the offensive glass.
Virginia has 9 offensive rebounds. They've cashed in for a couple second chance points, including this one. And the Hoos on a 7-0 run to take the lead here in the first.
Them to stay single coverage. Now you take a look at his profile. A defensive player of the year last year in the NEC. The interesting thing, though, they played zone. We talked with Tony Bennett about that when he was at Merrimack. They played a lot of zone, so he's learning new concepts, and I think he's sinking in nicely.
Well, going man-to-man there against DJ Burns and gets the stop. He has made the transition here in January, and since he has come into the lineup, Virginia has been a totally different team. Minor getting it done on both ends as we're talking about him. And as the Cavaliers try to make it 3 wins in a row, you point to, well, what's changed? Jordan Minor.
It has, and again, physicality, you take a look at him at the free throw line right now. He's built like a defensive lineman. Great build, and that's something that they were lacking, that physical presence in the post.
If you're walking around campus here in Charlottesville, you probably think he's a football player. A great slate of ACC basketball continues on Saturday. Doubleheader that tips off in Blacksburg with Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech. And then NC State at Syracuse. Right now, the Wolfpack have their hands full here against Virginia. They started this game shooting 3 of 6. Since then, they've missed 7 straight shots.
Well, if you're NC State, I think you got to get DJ Burns, set him in the ball screen, and then dive him to the post. Let him get a paint touch.
A scoring drought that has lasted longer than 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Casey Morsell finally gets a bucket for the Wolfpack.
Well, he has been the bright spot early on for NC State. His pressure defensively, and then now his ability to get into the point paint. That's twice now in this game. He's been able to dribble, drive, and get layups.
And the former Cavaliers, the one who ends the drought. Minor goes lefty up and in. Jordan Minor. Back-to-back possessions where he's cashed in. Morsell trying to answer. Draws the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, I like what Casey Morsell is doing, but you take a look right here at Minor. They're isolating him against DJ Burns at the foul line. Again, they're not trying to traditionally post him up, trying to force Burns out on the perimeter and let him go to work from there. Nice design play. On the other end, Casey Morsell has been aggressive attacking the basket early on.
You never know how a player is going to be when he faces his former team, particularly on the road at the place he played. Last year, Morsell came into JPJ and had 18 points, so that'll give him confidence coming into tonight.
Well, certainly he's familiar with the environment, and again, obviously there's a little extra added. He won't say it, no coach will say it, but obviously going up against the former program where he started off at, but certainly he has turned into one of the better players in the ACC. You know he can defend, but I've been impressed with his improvement offensively. A lot of credit to Kevin Keats and staff.
He's got 6 of the Wolfpack's 10 in what has been a defensively dominated first half so far. Here's Leon Bond off the bench. Tried to squeeze it to McNeely, and it rocketed off his foot. NC State ball.
Well, nice backdoor cut that time. McNeely, you know he's going to get a lot of attention trying to come off screens. It's a nice cut. The pass was just not on point.
DJ Burns calling for it and gets it. Scoreless so far. Spinning. Comes up short. Jordan Minor's done a great job on Burns.
Key thing is he's not letting him getting into the paint. He's pushing him outside the paint. That time forces him into a tough turnaround.
Here's McNeely. Catch and shoot. Isaac McNeely, it's what he does best.
His movement without the ball, I would hate guarding him. Again, he is just a non-stop motion. That's a great curl cut. On the other end, though, NC State has found success attacking the paint. Again, another dribble drive, help late.
Harris on the move, in trouble. Kicks to Groves. Bond left alone. He can't convert. Morsell. McNeely all over him. This is some outstanding defense on both sides.
Very few uncontested shots, jump shots by either side.
Seconds to shoot. Harris in trouble. Has to heave. Can't connect. Batted around. Minor with a major jam.
Well, he has won the battle of the paint. And that's what Kevin Keats talked to us about at shoot-around. He said, we must win the paint. Early on, Minor has been the dominant force. His energy and second chance opportunities created are really huge in this game.
6 points to lead the Cavaliers. Stolen away, up ahead. Morsell can't control it, so NC State has to settle it down. Right side to Burns. His first bucket of the night.
And that's just a beautiful play that time. Nice action. Put Burns in the ball screen and then dive him to the post. Beautiful turnaround.
And as the young men, we've tried to work, keep joy in the practices, and handle the losses with perspective, and handle the wins with perspective, and then just, like you said, just don't grow weary. Just keep putting another good practice and performance together.
Great message there from who's head coach Tony Bennett. That after the win against Georgia Tech Saturday. Back-to-back wins for Virginia. Now trying to make it 3 in a row. Shot clock down to 4. Deep 3. McNeely off the mark. But going back to Bennett, Huck, a message that needs to be heard not just by Virginia, but all college basketball players, that even if the results don't break your way, continue to put in the work, and they eventually will.
Easier said than done when you're on a losing streak, and certainly much better when you're on a 2-game winning streak. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I think a big reason why their rebounding has been so much better during this stretch.
An air ball from the former Cavalier, and the home fans are going to let him hear it.
And on this side right here, NC State, again, Casey Morsell continues to pressure the ball. And Coach Keats talked about Virginia being one of the better teams the last 10 to 5 seconds of the shot clock scoring, and said we have to be consistent and disciplined in our defense.
Another offensive rebound falls to Buchanan. Dunn trying to keep it alive. That's now 11 offensive rebounds for this Virginia team. Up ahead, Diarra. Rejected. Ryan Dunn got it again. And it bounced off the head of Diarra, so it's Virginia ball.
Well, just what I was going to say, trying to keep the ball in play to keep possession. Dunn swatted it off his head again. Just great outside defense that time, and what looked like it was going to be an uncontested layup. Dunn come from the weak side and gains possession for Virginia. Unbelievable defensive play.
Leads the ACC in blocks already, has 2 tonight. Beekman trying to wiggle his way free. Stays with it. So crafty. Reece Beekman delivers.
And that's not bad defense by Diarra. He looks like he's going to have to come out of the game, but he's there with them for about a good 10 seconds. Beekman was trying to shake him, and that's a tough, I don't know if you want to call that a jump shot, floater, but look at this again. He's right there with them, staying down, not going for the ball fake. And then right here, that's just a tough jumper, or a short jumper that time through contact.
The officials are going to go over to take a look at the monitor at the contact. Whenever there's noses and elbows involved, the officials feel obligated to take a look. So we'll step aside as the officials review. Close competitive game in the ACC. Virginia up 4. First season, officials went over to the monitor. Nothing in it. Play on.
Yeah, I didn't think there was much there. And the initial, again, that's Reece Beekman. Now, if anything, you can say, again, that's a charge. Reece Beekman leading with that shoulder. But, again, I think the no call, and obviously nothing flagrant about that at all. Easy decision for the referees.
NC State has struggled offensively. 18 days ago when they beat Virginia, they shot 50% in the first half. Tonight, shooting under 30%. Only down 4, though. Right in it on the road. Here's Middlebrooks. Driving into Buchanan. Ripped away by the freshman. Wide open, Ryan Dunn hammers it home.
Kevin Keats is hot right now. Just a breakdown with the defense, and Virginia on a little roll, up 6.
offensive breakdown there. And he knows his team can play a lot better than they have so far in this first half.
Yeah, and this is an important game. Obviously, we talked about it. The standings, resume building for both of these teams. And Kevin Keystone has done an outstanding job with this NC State program. He knows the significance of this game and certainly how difficult it is to play here at UVA. Again, we talked about it. The longest home win streak in college basketball going back to last year.
And with quad one wins at a premium, this is a big opportunity for the Wolfpack on the road. Deep three off the mark. You take a look at the remaining quad one games for NC State. They don't have a quad one win yet. This would do wonders for their resume.
And Jay, we talked about it as well too, though. All of these opportunities, with the exception of one coming up, are on the road.
Buchanan, and it drops in. Largest lead of the night for either team. Virginia up by 8.
Well, Kevin Keats talked about ball movement against this Virginia team. He said the ball must move left to right.
Offensive foul. DJ Burns was battling with Buchanan, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, and that's an easy one to call right in front of Ted Valentine. That's an easy call to make. He had his hands, elbow up in the head area.
Now, this was a close competitive game for much of this first half. NC State has started to unravel with a scoring drought of 4 minutes. It's allowed Virginia to take a commanding lead here at the end of the first. Beekman just lost the handle there. Turnover. That's now 7 in this first half for the Cavaliers. A team that averages only 8 turnovers a game.
And credit NC State's defense again. When they've had their opportunities, they've made it difficult for Virginia. 6 of those points off of turnovers.
Here's O'Connor. Woods the drive, missed the layup. That's now 5 misses in a row. The scoring drought continues for the Wolfpack, nearing 5 minutes without a bucket.
And that's just a missed opportunity right there again. Just missed the layup.
Here's Minor, spinning. Everything but the finish, but it stays UVA ball. The creativity by Jordan Minor to keep it alive.
And right now, it seems like any 50-50 ball, loose ball, is going the way of Virginia, and certainly on the road. Again, all these extra possessions for Virginia mean a lot.
12 offensive rebounds for Virginia. 4 of them belong to Jordan Minor.
And that's been the story of the game right now. Again, Virginia, a low possession team anyway. And if you're NC State, again, you keep giving them those opportunities, they're going to continue to run clock.
Beekman in attack mode. Dunn in perfect position to tip it in.
They have dominated the offensive glass.
A 13th offensive rebound, and the defense is clamped down. NC State 5 minutes, 30 seconds without a point. And they throw it away.
Minute 3 left in this game.
First half.
Excuse me, in the first half. Key stretch right here for NC State, trying to get this thing to single digits. Again, they're struggling to get to 20 in the first half.
Murray. Got it. UVA on a 11-0 run. a foul, trying to stop the bleeding here. The scoring drought has now lasted more than 6 minutes for NC State.
And Jay, they're just having issues entering the ball into DJ Burns right now. Again, credit UVA's defense. They're just having difficulties running their offense, NC State.
Every Thursday, women's basketball doubleheader for you right here on ACC Network. Tomorrow, it's Florida State at Cameron at 6, and then Miami at North Carolina at 8. That is tomorrow, Thursday, right here on ACC Network. Burns misses the second, so just 1 point now for the Wolfpack. In the final 6 minutes and 30 seconds of this first half, it's allowed Virginia to take a commanding lead, and the Cavaliers are looking for more here. Beekman finds Groves for the three. Missed it. But Virginia closes the first half strongly. It is all Cavaliers.
Impressive defensive possession. They did, and I think a couple of areas. We talked about the offensive rebounding. I think also, though, the defensive pressure, really, they were disruptive against this NC State half-court offense.
What needs to change offensively for the Wolfpack?
They got to try to get this guy established right here. DJ Burns, let him go to work and then play through him.
Burns muscling his way through, drops it in to open the scoring in the second half right on cue.
I think the spacing key on that right there. And now Virginia, again, they're going to be forced to make a decision as they get a 5-second count. So again, that's a great start coming out of the second half for NC State. Again, you establish DJ Burns, pick up a 5-second call, gain the possession back.
Now, NC State knows they can beat this Virginia team. They did it 18 days ago in convincing fashion, 76-60. Offensive rebound, Parker denied. He was really quiet in the first half. The freshman, Dennis Parker Jr., who had 15 points against UVA in that win 18 days ago.
Keegan, again, right here. Casey Morsell continues to pressure the ball. Again, handling the pressure. I felt Virginia did a better job late in that first half handling the NC State pressure.
Shot clock under 5. McNeely, Morsell all over him. Forces the air ball.
That's great man-to-man defense by Casey Morsell, forcing a tough pull-up jumper by Isaac McNeely.
Right back to Burns. Puts it up before the double team comes, and DJ Burns has back-to-back buckets to start the second half.
His basketball IQ off the charts. Great passer, and then he just sensed the double team coming, spun away from it quick, soft touch.
Beekman spins his way free, right to the rack for an easy 2.
And that's just too easy. Again, you cut it to single digits, no help, and Reece Beekman drives right down. Again, there's certain guys, again, maybe not get up on him, force him to shoot jumpers, but that's just too easy for Reece Beekman.
Looking for Burns. Has it here. Burns just muscling his way in. Make it 3 in a row for DJ Burns.
Decision. Again, we asked Tony Bennett. He said, look, we're going to try to play single coverage. But if he starts getting to go, we got to start sending guys. That's 3 in a row. They got to send some help. DJ Burns starting to get on a roll now for NC State.
Feeds it off to Dunn. Burns has made 3 in a row, but Virginia's answered it on the other end.
A beautiful find by McNeely. They're going to continue to go to DJ Burns. Now, the problem is he's an excellent passer out of the double team, so you better disguise your coverage.
Double team came in, stolen away by Beekman. Kick out. Murray passes it up right back to Beekman. Minor, another offensive rebound, and he cashes in. Jordan Minor. He's been a menace on the offensive glass.
It's the exact word to describe him. He has been a menace on the offensive glass.
Step back three, Taylor goes begging. The Wolfpack 0 for 4 from deep today. Yet to make a three. Into traffic, misfired, and it stays Virginia basketball with a fresh shot clock. More of the same for the Cavaliers, in control here in the second half, up 12. The Shoes, True Blood herself, 3 summers ago diagnosed with leukemia. There she is with the Virginia head coach. She teamed up with Ben Harold, who they decided to just paint a pair of shoes, and that is where Shoes for Hope was born. And, you know, it's just so simple. The act of painting a pair of shoes in hockey goes such a long way.
Yeah, remarkable story. And shout out to Tess. Had a chance to speak with that young lady this afternoon before the game. And inspirational story. And really, I told her, too, I got to see if I can get myself a pair of those shoes as well, too. Great cause, and certainly, again, credit goes to Virginia and all these other universities raising awareness and much-needed funds.
Deep three off the mark from McNeely. NC State still trailing by 12. They have been stifled on the offensive end all night long. Taylor with Dunn swatting it away, wins it to himself. Risky cross-court pass. Taylor got there before Beekman.
And you're right, that was risky. That ball seemed like it was up in the air for an eternity and almost picked off. Right now, again, NC State trailing by 12, but again, the way Virginia plays, you might as well double that. Again, they run so much clock and they're so patient offensively. Very few offensive possessions for the opposition.
Dunn fading away, hits it. Ryan Dunn. Virginia on an 8-2 run, largest lead of the night. And Middlebrooks couldn't hang on to the Casey Morsell feed. Take another look at this Ryan Dunn move.
Yeah, that's a pro move right there. Again, smaller guy on you. I'm just going to take him down low in the blocks, turn around, and just raise up. High elevation on his shot. That's a big-time move by Ryan Dunn.
10.7 rebounds. At 5 blocks for Ryan Dunn. He has done it all. Stolen away. DJ Horn, who's still scoreless tonight, still can't find his first bucket. The steal, but nothing to show for it. And the Wolfpack have fallen into another scoring drought of longer than 3 minutes.
And that's a missed opportunity right there. Again, turnover, you're in transition. Again, they've had a few opportunities like that where they just miss layups.
The block falls right to Dunn, fades away. This time comes up short. And
Virginia's done a great job. Misses or turnovers in transition defense. Again, that's so key in this game. And they continue to force NC State into difficult jumpers.
Yeah, DJ Horn, last 3 games averaging 21 points per game. Tonight, 0. He has been shut down, and as a result, the Wolfpack have looked lost at times offensively. And that's what can happen when you come play Virginia, particularly in this building where they own the nation's longest active home winning streak of 20 games. It's just so funny because 18 days ago, these two teams played in Raleigh, and NC State, they looked great offensively.
Well, I think Jordan Minor, again, I think that has been the key piece. His emergence really in this last two-game stretch for Virginia, I think, has been huge. But I don't think anybody saw 15 offensive rebounds by Virginia in this game thus far. I think that really has been the storyline, their dominance on the offensive glass.
Here's McNeely. Floated it up. It's stolen away.
Well, the one area NC State has been really unable to get to is the paint off the bounce.
Foul called. O'Connell went right into Harris there.
And they need more of this, Jay, right here again. They've been settling for jumpers contested, with the exception of DJ Burns. They have not been able to attack the paint.
Now, Friday night, the ACC brings back wrestling duels. You don't want to miss it. A top 20 matchup Friday, 7 Eastern. NC State and Pitt, the Wolfpack. They got one of the best wrestling programs in the country. That's 7 Eastern right here on ACC Network. Dangerous pass. Morsell reads it. The steal. And the 2 thought he was going to jam it home.
And that changeup by NC State, and now they're running and jumping. Again, before they were staying straight man, and now they're deciding to trap.
Foul called. The trap forcing the foul.
And that's a great changeup by Kevin Keats and NC State. Again, they're just trying to get Virginia out of their comfort zone. They've handled the man-to-man straight-up pressure, and now they throw a little twist at them. As soon as they got to half court, now they're starting to trap. Virginia needs to be conscious of that now in the half court.
Reece Beekman back into the game for the Cavaliers. On a great feed from Harris, Buchanan lays it up and in.
Buchanan has given nice minutes off the bench for Virginia. He's done a really nice job finishing around the basket.
O'Connell calling for it, gets it, feeds it into Middlesbrough, who's fouled. Well, NC State battling on the road, still down 12.
Oh, they're trying to hang around right here. Casey Morsell with the steal.
12 minutes to go. Virginia in the driver's seat, leading NC State by 12. Jay Alter, Malcolm Huckabee with you. You know, at shoot-around earlier today, we were speaking with NC State head coach Kevin Keats, and he was telling us that you forget how much talent they've lost off this roster to the NBA, and how he's kind of had to reload every single year, it seems like. Terquavion Smith, obviously a bright spot in the backcourt not too long ago for the Wolfpack, who just the other night scored his first NBA points.
He did, yeah. Kevin Keats shared that with us, and 2 threes and a win. And certainly, again, having that type of talent, but losing it, certainly an issue. But this guy right here, I think Casey Morsell has been a bright spot for NC State in this game. His defensive presence, and that time a huge 3.
Buchanan left alone. Everything but the finish. Great hustle to disrupt Buchanan there. Morsell leading the Wolfpack with 10. Gets it here. His former teammate Reece Beekman all over him. Shot clock down to 4. Morsell. Step back, rims out, no good. Offensive rebound keeps the possession alive.
And that's a great job by Middlebrooks.
Stolen away, Harris, but kept alive. Great hustle by Thomas. Buchanan delivers the block. That's now 7 blocks in this game by Virginia.
And that's not a good decision that time by Thomas. Again, a new shot clock, no need to force that shot.
And Beekman draws the foul. Look at the rebounding disparity there. 38 to 18.
And that's the story right there again in this game. And that's something, again, that was a concern for Virginia coming into this one. Could they handle NC State on the glass? That question certainly was answered early on in this game.
Now, 2 teams sitting at 13 and 5, both right on the NCAA tournament bubble. We said before the game, this would be a critical game, resume booster for the winner. And right now it's Virginia with a 9-point lead. NC State battling, though. Still 10 minutes left in this game. Horn splits the double team, missed it. Middlebrooks in perfect position to clean up the spill.
And just like that, it's a 7-point game. NC State hanging around in this one, and it's been because of their defense again. They're getting stops.
Harris, pull-up pop, missed it. And a critical defensive rebound. The Wolfpack have failed to close possessions this game. They did so there. Morsell goes baseline, has a step, and uses it. Casey Morsell against his former team.
You cannot go to the basket any harder than this right here. Right spot for NC State in this game right here. Beautiful pin down, out of bounds underneath. Grown man move right here, going to the basket. He has been huge for them. 13 points, 5 of 10 from the floor to go along with 2 steals.
Now the Wolfpack trailed in this game by 14. Right now they're on an 11-2 run to cut at the 5, and the catalyst has been Casey Morsell, the former Cavalier who transferred to NC State, now back in Charlottesville. McNeely missed it. Another offensive rebound. That's a season-high 17 offensive rebounds tonight for Virginia. Can they cash in on the extra opportunity? Harris steps into it. Can't knock it down.
That's a pretty good look that time off an excellent ball movement.
Virginia in a scoring drought that's lasted more than 3 minutes. NC State on a mini 7-0 run. But if you stretch it back to when Kevin Keats' team was down 14 on an 11-2 run, and you get the feeling momentum is shifting here in Charlottesville.
It really has shifted, and I think a big reason, this guy right here with the ball, Casey Morsell, both ends.
Seconds to shoot. Jaden Taylor, pull-up pop. Great defense by Virginia.
Just not a good offensive possession by NC State. Late in the shot clock, forced to take a difficult pull-up jumper.
Here's Ryan Dunn. McNeely for 3. Got it!
Just a breakdown again. Isaac McNeely, one of the best three-point shooters in college, not just ACC. You cannot lose track of him.
That three ended a 4-minute scoring drought for Virginia. And DJ Horn buries a three of his own. An immediate answer for the Wolfpack.
Degree of difficulty off the charts of that last. They're going to call it a long two.
They'll review it in the break. Right now, scored as a 2. Mark to make his first shot, and it'll count as a 3 clearly behind the line. So it is a 5-point game with 7:02 remaining in the second half. This has been a fun back-and-forth game. Virginia separated themselves right at the end of the first half. NC State has punched back brilliantly, and now the Wolfpack giving everything the Cavaliers can handle. And that's a tough thing to do, particularly here at John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville, which is home to the nation's longest active home winning streak, 20 in a row. And it is on the line in the final 7 minutes here.
DJ Burns back into the game for NC State. Let's see how Virginia elects to play him if they throw it to him in the post.
Horn with a step off the window, rims out, no good.
Now, the thing that Virginia did early with Burns in the game, they put him in a lot of ball screens and also pen downs.
Diarra strips it away and slams it home. Mo Diarra on a rack attack.
SportsCenter, put that one right there. I'll put it in top 5. Big time steal and finish. His head was in the rim on that one. My goodness.
And just like that, a 1-possession game with 6 minutes remaining. What was once a 14-point Virginia lead is down to 3. Burns the block. NC State with all the momentum right now on the road. Horn, pull-up pop, missed it. And a frustration foul. Jaden Taylor reached in on the rebound. Take another look at this.
Well, you can't ask for a better finish right here. Diarra showing off the hops, head in the rim, SportsCenter. My goodness, that is a big-time finish. The pressure, Jay, really, in this last 5-minute stretch has been the key for NC State. They've been able to pressure Virginia and then get out in transition.
Minor spinning his way free, missed the layup. Offensive rebound falls to Dunn, and he lost it. Right back to Diarra. Mo Diarra, he is taking over, and it's a 1-point game.
Again, transition. Kevin Keats talked about that. We have to try to get out in transition before this Virginia D can get set. It's taken them into the second half to do it.
NC State on a 14-3 run over the last 7 minutes. McNeely, that goes begging. Virginia has fallen ice cold. A scoring drought of 3 minutes here. Pull up pop, O'Connell, got it. Michael O'Connell fires NC State in front. Timeout Virginia, and that's the Wolfpack's first lead since it was 6-4 in half, but NC State has made that lead evaporate.
Transition buckets. Their defense has put them out in transition. Right here, back-to-back by Diarra. First a steal and slam, and then another defensive rebound, get out and transition. And here you have your game summary right here, Jay.
Despite Virginia dominating on the offensive glass, they trail by 1. A 16-3 run over the last 7 minutes and 15 seconds. A mini 9-0 run for the Wolfpack in the last 3 minutes. Virginia trailing for the first time since it was 6-5 at the start of this game. McNeely a 3. Missed it.
And that's a break, though, by NC State. Again, McNeely's the one guy on Virginia's squad you cannot leave open.
Poked away. McNeely has doesn't. Leaves it for Murray. The trailer fires Virginia back in front. O'Connell all the way to the rim and quiets this crowd down.
And that's 2 huge buckets by O'Connell. Prior to that, the pull-up jumper. That time, high ball screen, no help by Virginia.
Foul called. Back and forth we go in the ACC.
And right here, great denial by Minor again in transition. The help is not there. And then on the other end, O'Connell, beautiful dribble drive to help. One of the rare times, straight line drive, no help by Virginia.
2 teams sitting at 13-5, a critical conference game and a resume boost at stake. Beekman, the floater, rolls in, plus the foul.
Well, you need your stars to step up at the end. Reece Beekman, ACC Player of the Week. That's a big-time finish through contact. Again, hanging in the air, take the hit, eyes on the rim the entire time.
And he cashes in the and one. 2-point Virginia lead with 3 minutes to play. The crowd comes alive to roar on the Cavaliers defense. Horn dispossessed. Virginia ball.
Well, the key thing right here, now Kevin Keats is going to get Casey Morsell back into the game.
The former Cavalier, who was a big catalyst to start the comeback effort. NC State trailed by as many as 14, took the lead, but now it's Virginia clinging to a 2-point advantage. McNeely fires and hits. Virginia's made 3 in a row. Regained a 4-point lead. 2 minutes left to play. Ripped away, batted up in the air. Minor could not keep it in play, so it'll stay NC State ball. 9 seconds left to shoot.
Well, Minor's doing a great job. Every time they're trying to post-entry pass, whether it's to Burns or Middlebrook, he's getting a hand on that post-entry pass.
Timeout, 55 to play. Virginia clinging to a 4-point lead, and they have run some great offensive sets down the stretch.
And they have to communicate better. NC State, again, on that curl, a couple of possessions, the bigs were switching out. They didn't switch, no communication. McNeely comes off clean. That cannot happen. You either have to switch or hedge. You cannot let them come off cleanly. Offensively, right now, NC State, the post-entry pass has to be clean. DJ Byrne has to do a good job sealing Minor.
Into Morsell, the former Cavalier. Against his old team, kicks it out to Taylor. Right to the rim, missed it. Burns keeps it alive. Horn a 3. He can't connect. Who touched it last? They say NC State. This will obviously be reviewed.
And they got a pretty clean look. Second chance opportunity kick out. Horns wide open, just unable to convert that 3. And the refs are going to take a look to see whether or not it went off NC State.
The rule on the floor was Virginia basketball.
And based on the view we had, I think it's going to be really difficult for them to reverse this. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks like it's going to stay with Virginia. Yeah, even from that angle again, right here, let's take a look.
It was Ryan Dunn who put a hand in there, but was that enough to say it came off of Dunn last instead of Morsell? I'm with you, Huck. I don't know how you can definitively overturn the call.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing. Is there anything clear on there? And again, I just don't think from any of those angles that you can reverse that. Yeah, again, that angle certainly looks like it went off of Morsell. A minute 39 to go end this game. NC State trailing 4. Obviously, you're going to set up your full court pressure if it is, in fact, staying Virginia ball. And then for Virginia, obviously, you're going to work some clock going down the other end. Obviously mindful of NC State has ran and jumped at times in this game. So any traps, you have to be good with the ball.
The home fans starting to wonder what's going on. They've seen it on the big board here. We've shown it to you a few times. The officials confirm Virginia basketball. Now we have had 4 lead changes in the last 3 minutes in what has been a close competitive game down the stretch. Virginia got up by as many as 14. That's usually a safe lead in this building. Credit Kevin Keats at NC State to battle back. Do they have a final push here down the stretch on the road?
NC State definitely trapping. Again, you got to be good with the ball if you're Virginia.
Dunn smartly pulls it out. Virginia going to kill clock. Trying to keep the nation's longest active home winning streak alive. Shot clock down to 5. Harris. Great defense. Jaden Taylor, but he can't get the ball. Tony Bennett is livid. They call a foul against the Cavaliers. Tony Bennett can't believe it. The foul called against Jordan Minor.
And let's see right here. Ooh. Now again, yeah, I think it's more the second action, him diving into, I think that's where the foul is. The initial, I don't think there's a foul. I think what they're saying is he dove into the back of the legs of Horn.
Took out Horn.
Exactly, and I think that's what they got him on. Nonetheless, though, the Virginia fans are not happy.
Now they're reviewing the clock. Tony Bennett will take the opportunity to go and get a chirp into the official's ear. They can't review the call.
They can't, but I think, and that's huge. Again, 3 more seconds on the clock for NC State. Obviously, in this situation right here, Jay, again, a minute 9 left. You don't necessarily need a 3. You got to go quick. You have time to play through DJ Burns. But again, you got to go quick if you're NC State.
Easier said than done going against this Virginia defense. Inside to Burns. Trying to spin his way free. The lefty hook. Got it to go. DJ Burns cuts the lead in half.
Footwork clinic. That's tough defense by Minor. Jordan Minor can't play him any better. He had him. And then that's just a guy in DJ Burns with soft hands. Look at the spin. A little run and jump hook. And and a touch. That's a big-time finish by DJ Burns. Again, not bad defense by Jordan Minor. That's just a tough shot by Burns.
NC State, who only had 15 points the entire first half, has put up 30 in the second half. An incredible second half effort. 2-point game 58 seconds ago. Virginia trying to cling to another home win. It would make it 21 straight, which is the nation's longest active home win streak. And we've seen some home winning streaks go down in recent weeks.
And what that bucket does is allow Coach Keats and NC State to sub defense to offense. Now you got Diarra and also Middlebrooks back into the game for defensive purposes. And now Burns on the bench. But again, a great end-of-game situational basketball right here by both teams.
2-point game. Cavaliers trying to cling to this win. This is who you want the ball in the hands of. Reece Beekman, the go-to guy all season for Virginia. Trying to break free. Ryan Dunn almost followed it with a jam. Missed it. What do you do here if you're NC State?
You do that right there. Call timeout to get DJ Burns back into the game. Again, end-of-game clock management really has been good on both ends. But right now, Kevin Keats really, again, managing the timeouts and situation to perfection.
So if you're Kevin Keats and you trailed by 14 with 15 minutes to go, you would have signed up for this situation. Only trailing by 2 on the road in a tough place to play. A chance to tie with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. He uses his final timeout to draw something up.
Yeah, and again, interesting. DJ Burns not sitting down on that bench. Again, initially I thought he called a timeout to get Burns back into the game. Offensive possession, it looks like he is not going to be in. Again, 26.2 seconds left. You got to imagine it's going to be something going towards the basket. They have not had much success from the three-point line. NC State in this game. For the game, they're 2 of 7, 28%.
Interestingly enough, we've had 5 lead changes tonight, but we have not been tied since it was 0-0.
They haven't. I think also, if you're Kevin Keats, you're also talking about if you miss, and Burns does come into the game. So again, you're going to play through him. The question is, does Virginia send help if they throw the ball down low? Do they dig, or do they double, or do they stay home? I think you got to send somebody at him with the dig.
Casey Morsell, the former Cavalier, into Burns, working on Minor. Lowers his shoulder, goes up, doesn't drop. There to tip it in, Michael O'Connell ties it at 47. 5 seconds left. Beekman lost the ball. Morsell heaves it. Almost went. And we are headed to overtime here at Charlottesville.
On the line.
Wow.
And this one right here. Again, Virginia still owns the longest home winning streak in college basketball. And I think if you'd have told Kevin Keats you're going to give up 17 offensive rebounds in regulation and you're going to have a chance to win the game, he'd probably say no way. But that's what this team has done.
So buckle up on a Tuesday night in the ACC. Overtime in Charlottesville. And it's NC State who starts with the ball in the extra session. Gutsy effort to battle back from down 14 to now force overtime. Morsell denied by Dunn. Ryan Dunn has been brilliant defensively tonight. Now here's Dunn on the offensive end. Tipped in. Jordan Minor flashing the glass again. He's been terrific. 6 offensive rebounds.
NC State's trying to enter the ball in the post to DJ Burns.
And they get it to him. Burns doesn't drop. Virginia basketball. Everything working through Burns down the stretch for the Wolfpack.
And this defense by Minor, again, the big thing is he's forcing him into tough shots. Again, winning that first bump and then forcing Burns into a tough jump hook. His defense and in particular his offensive rebounding in this game have been huge for Virginia.
20 offensive rebounds as a team. Minor has 6 for the Cavaliers. Almost lost the handle. Shot clock down to 4. Ryan Dunn explodes and draws the foul.
Well, Jay, what Virginia's doing when Burns is on here, again, they're trying to put him in ball screens, and now NC State in a scramble situation again. Heads-up play by Virginia. They're putting him in high ball screens or pin downs and trying to get DJ Burns in a defensive position. Again, they're trying to exploit that matchup.
Double for Dunn tonight. Off the mark on the first attempt. Foul shooting has been the one Achilles heel for Dunn this season, shooting under 60% from the free throw line. Got that one though. 3-point Virginia lead with a little more than 3 minutes left in overtime. Morsell on the move. Step back. Left it short. Ripped away by Dunn. Murray left open for 3. Buries it. Tay Murray delivers from deep. It again. How good has Jordan Minor been here in overtime?
Well, the key thing is, again, another shot by Burns outside the paint.
Virginia outscoring NC State 6-0 in the extra session. Trying to close a home win, which would extend the nation's longest active home win streak to 21.
That's not a good foul that time by Morsell, putting Beekman on the line, close to 78% from the free throw line.
This is the front end. Horn hits it, cuts the lead in half. DJ Horn from 3. 90 seconds left in overtime. That was a big bucket for the Wolfpack. Back within striking distance. Beekman tried to create the separation and a foul called. to the line Reece Beekman goes after he just missed a free throw.
And Beekman's doing a great job of snaking these ball screens. Again, they continue to put DJ Burns in that. And then Beekman's just snaking his way down the lane, being patient.
This has been the set the Wolfpack have worked through in the closing stages. Foul call. Virginia had one to give. NC State with one timeout remaining, trailing by 4, 56 seconds remaining in overtime. Wolfpack roared from 14 down to tie this game and force the extra session. Tony Bennett elects to take a timeout. Good mental reset, Huck, when you think of the Virginia players who up 14 in this building, you feel like the win's pretty close to sealed, and you got to find a short memory to come into overtime, wipe the slate clean, and go out and try and win this game.
It's been a long time since somebody's won in this building outside of Virginia. Again, it's a gutsy performance. I know Kevin Keats and staff, they don't believe in moral victories. But the performance just to even get to this position, really remarkable. You're right. Down 14 and this building feels like, call it 28. And they've rallied themselves back 4 down. And they've continued to play through DJ Burns. I think they need to get more ball movement. Again, try to get a little bit more ball movement. Go quick and then let him go. Try to get cutters going to the basket. But the defense by Minor, really, again, to keep him out of the paint, again, that's forcing him into a tough, a little short jumper, jump hook, again, right here. Not letting him catch the ball 2 feet in the paint, and then forcing him again into another turnaround, contested short jump hook. The defense that Jordan Minor has put on DJ Burns to go along with their offensive rebounding, to me, really has been the storyline in this game.
You know, 4 different Virginia players who've scored here in overtime to separate by 4. Yeah, the rebounding disparity continues to rocket off the box score, 51-31 in favor of Virginia. I give a lot of credit to NC State after only scoring 15 total points in that first half to battle back and score 32 in the second to even be in overtime. But as you said, you know, no moral victories when you're sitting on the bubble and you've got a quad 1 road win there to try and take.
Well, trailing 4, 56 seconds. Again, I've been impressed with the patience by NC State. They need to get more cutters, though, coming off DJ Burns again. Whether he's on the right block or on that left block, he's a very good passer. I'm trying to get some more actions going on away from him. And then Virginia, I like their offensive strategy. They're just putting Beekman in high ball screens with DJ Burns.
Morsell for 3 out of the timeout, missed it. Batted around. Murray has it. And a foul called.
And so they elect to go to a corner 3 for Casey Morsell. Again, not a bad look, but not a place where they've had much success tonight shooting the ball from the 3-point line. And again, right here, out of the timeout, again, not a bad look, but still plenty of time. I'm not sure you necessarily need a three in that situation.
6-point game. NC State in now or never territory. Horn heaves the three. Got it! DJ Horn delivers again. He's hit big threes to keep NC State in it.
When in doubt, tee it up.
Wow.
Contested step back three. I mean, the ones that they have hit, the step back three, degree of difficulty right here again. Look at this. A nice little action, and then right into that three, contested by McNeely. That's tough. All of the threes they've had have been contested in this game. Hanging around really has been the theme for this NC State team.
And DJ Horn has all 6 of the Wolfpack's points here in overtime. 2 big threes to keep NC State within striking distance.
Now, depending on the lineup they have out here, obviously McNeely, Beekman, you want to keep those guys off the free throw line. Obviously, if Dunn and also Minor are in the game for Virginia, you want to put the ball in those guys' hands. If you're NC State, trap, get the ball out of McNeely or Beekman's hands.
Now, we've said it all night. In the ACC, so close, so competitive. This is the 7th overtime game in ACC play this season.
And now Tony Bennett counters, putting Groves, Murray, Harris, McNeely, and Beekman on the court. All good free throw shooters.
McNeely, the inbounder. Into Beekman, who finds Murray. And Murray heads back to the foul line, where he just hit 2. Now, 2 teams that came into this game knowing that this was a potential resume-boosting win. Sitting at 13-5 squarely on Joe Lunardi, ESPN's bracketologist bubble. And Virginia trying to cling to this win.
And Murray has been huge for Tony Bennett off the bench in this game.
Left it just short, rolls off the rim. 4-point game. Here's O'Connell. Horn heaves up a 3. Missed it. Minor the rebound. Up ahead, Ryan Dunn seals this in style. Lee Cassell running to half court, blowing play dead. You couldn't even hear the whistle. That's how loud it is here at JPJ.
Now I'm trying to see what they're looking for. Now right here again, Kevin Keats is mad. He felt like they should have called the foul on Minor, or excuse me, they were trying to foul Minor. And that's what Kevin Keats is talking to him now. They're trying to foul Minor, and Kevin Keats is like, well, what do we have to do to get a foul? Again, right here, they're trying to foul. That's a foul. He's trying to foul Minor in that situation, and certainly that's the person they want on the free throw line if you're NC State. And Kevin Keats is, I think, got a valid argument. Again, they are trying to foul him. Casey Morsell trying to put Minor on the line.
Horn misfires, and that will do it. Virginia wins in overtime, and the nation's longest active home winning streak continues here in Charlottesville.